349 days ago, the University of Regina Rams were a minute and a half away from the Vanier Cup. It was an electric game against Laval. It was surely a disappointing loss for the team, but it was one of the greatest underdog stories in recent history. It was also a practice run for an even more important Vanier Cup, the one in their own backyard. The Vaniers being hosted at Mosaic Stadium on November 22nd. Step one for the Regina Rams is tomorrow against Manitoba. And for more, we've reached Rams head coach and one of the best receivers in U Sports history, Mark McConkey. Good afternoon, Mark.
Thanks for having me.
So what did you take away from that incredible playoff run coming into this season?
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it was great for us to do. It was our first playoff win, like even going to Manitoba, winning the semifinal was our first playoff win since 2012. So like that was a big feat in itself. And then winning the Hardy Cup, first time we've done that since 2000. So I think the big takeaways for us was like it's just another football game. We now have that experience. We got the experience of playing in the Mitchell Bowl, and like you said, being a minute 30 away from potentially going to the Vanier Cup. So it just helped us gain a little bit of confidence in our offseason programming, in training camp, and we'll see if it pays off this year.
Game one this season, I said to the person beside me, the Rams are going to rush for 300 yards. You had 298. Was that the plan going into this year, to pound the ball on the ground?
Yeah, I mean, we got a veteran O-line group. We got Marshall Erickson in the back. So it was going to be a balanced approach. And that's kind of, I tend to like to throw the ball a little bit more, but it just kept working. So
well, you're a receiver, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'd be kind of stupid just not to keep handing the ball off to Marsh. And that's kind of exactly what happened. So you got to give a shout out to the O-lineman up front who blocked for him.
Well, tell us about that O-line. What makes them so special?
Yeah, they're great. They're big, they're physical. And they ultimately comes from the O-line coaches, Brett Jones, Ro Borgman, Travis Sirk. Like they've built a solid culture with those guys, and they're the hardest working group on the team. And ultimately, it's tough because those five got to be in sync together. They got to play together. They got to know what the other guy's doing at all times. And yeah, it starts in the off season. Those guys train every day at 6 a.m. And it's just really paying off for them, which is exciting to see.
Always got to pay respects to the O-line, but is Marshall Erickson the best player in the country this year?
He's up there for sure. I know in our conference, like him and Daniel Weeb from the enemy up north, the Huskies, and like you look in Ontario, there's a few standout players as well. So he's definitely in the top 10 for sure. But again, awards are awards. I'm sure he'd rather win a Vanier Cup than the Heck Crichton.
What have you seen him out of this season? Obviously, he runs very, very hard and he makes people miss. What have you seen?
Yeah, and it's kind of a different Marshall. Even our coaches were talking about it. Like we haven't seen him run like this for a long time. And he is running hard, and usually he's the one who's getting hit, but he's the hammer out there. He's laying out everyone. He's running really hard. He's making guys miss in space. And he's so elusive. We can throw to him. He's really just our best player by far because we can do so many different things. And he just helps us on offense and helps us win a lot of football games.
Are we going to see Christian Contende getting some more carries in the playoffs like he did last year?
Yeah, they're both going to play for sure, but I think Marsh is the one who got us here, so he's likely going to get most of the load. I mean, in the last two games, we gave Christian a little bit more, but we'll say it's do or die right now in the playoffs. So whatever we feel is going to help us win, that's what we're going to do.
Mark, Rams fans are going to be wondering, how have you not asked about the quarterbacks yet? But that's because I'm just mesmerized by your running game. But tell me what went into that decision to make a switch from Noah Pelche to Owen Sieben.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, Noah had a great start, and Owen was the starter in 2024, got hurt week one. Noah took over. Owen was out for the year. And then obviously we went on a great run last year. Then we let them compete in camp, and ultimately Noah won, and he was playing at a really high level. And then we kind of got to the middle of the season, and we just didn't seem to be taking the steps we needed to take there. And we put Owen in, and the offense just seemed to like catch a little bit more fire. We seemed to be a bit more efficient. So we did that 2 games in a row. And then I said, well, let's stop starting slow. Let's start fast and put Owen in. And then Owen went in Alberta. And then last week versus BC, and he actually played really well. So that's, at the end of the day, it's not easy decision to make. And we got to do what's best for the team. And the decision we've decided is Owen gives us the best chance to win right now.
Well, like you said, it's not like he came off the street. He's been with the team. He has been a starter before. But I wonder if there's anything you have to do to, make sure that doesn't shake the team's confidence.
Yeah, no. And again, Noah's been great. Those guys, like even when Noah was the starter and Owen was backing up for the first 4 games. Like Owen was super supportive. They're pushing each other, and now the roles have just flipped. And they're two older guys. Like Noah's in his 4th year. If this happened, I don't know, maybe in his first year, maybe things would have been a little bit differently. But no, they've both been great. They understand what's at stake here, and they're just want what's best for the team. So they've been awesome. That's why they're both leaders on the team.
All right, Mark, you could take a very similar route to throughout the playoffs here. Obviously, you're starting against Manitoba this time at home. You guys smoked them in the regular season. How are you feeling about this game in the playoffs?
Yeah, we're excited. We're excited to be playing at home this week instead of there. We earned the right to have a home playoff game. Last time we played them, they didn't have their starting quarterback, so they're going to be a bit of a different looking team. He's one of the top players in the conference. He can hurt you in many different ways. So we'll really see how it unfolds. But yeah, at the end of the day, we're just excited, and we're not overlooking them. We're not looking at the next game. We're all in on this game, and then Sunday morning we'll reset hopefully and get to the next one. So, but yeah, we're just excited.
I can't be alone in really hoping the Blue Jays win the World Series tonight so that I can go to the Rams game tomorrow. How do you feel about that? If the World Series goes to Game 7, your game will be an hour before that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying to a couple of coaches. It's like hopefully the Jays can win Thursday or Friday night, and then there's no worry about a conflict, or maybe we got to put it on the jumbotron during our game so people can still come. But that's is what it is. This is a scheduling committee, but yeah, hopefully they can take care of business tonight, and then everyone comes out to the Rams game tomorrow night at 5.
Who do you have supporting you? I know you got a big group of alumni behind you.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, got to give a shout out to my wife, who's raising our 2 children pretty much by herself during the football season, and she's a halftime teacher, so she's great. But yeah, ultimately, the Rams alumni, the board, the university, everyone's been so supportive, and I'm no longer like the youngest coach in youth sports, so I'm getting a little bit older now, so I don't maybe need as much support. But yeah, just everyone, like Dr. Kesha and the university president, the alumni board, the Rams board, the list could go on and on. So we're not gonna go through everyone, but yeah, it's nice knowing you got the support of everyone around you.
Mark, I don't want to put you on the spot, but you're wearing the hat and you're wearing the sweater right now. I wonder how you feel about the university changing the logo of the Rams.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, they decided in the offseason they struck a committee, and everything was on the table as name change for the Cougars or the Rams, and both alumni were very passionate about keeping the names the same, which is totally fair. And then they did a rebrand of the logos to try to make them look more closely related together, just so one's not, I don't know, vertical, horizontal. I'm not much of a graphics guy. But at the end of the day, whether you're a Ram, you're a Cougar, we're all one. So I like both logos. This one means a lot to me because I played here with Frank. I started coaching here with this logo. It's been here since '54. But at the same time, it's nice to move forward with the university and show that we are loyal partners of them. So we're working together with them all the time.
Well, you mentioned Frank. Of course, Frank McChrystal went into the Canadian Football Hall of Fame this year. What has he taught you on your journey? Is he still communicating with you?
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, he's great. And I try to be like Frank all the time. It's like, hey, well, like, how did Frank do things around here? How did these? And I try to emulate him. And Frank was just such a great players coach. Everything he did was for the players. And that's something I pride myself into. It's like, what is the best interest of the players? It's not what's in the best interest for the coaches, for the university. It's like, what do the players need and how can we get that for them? And yeah, just having that relationship with the guys. Yeah, I really try to be like Frank. Maybe not everything like Frank, but 90% for
I was
sure.
going to say you're far calmer than Frank McChrystal. I love the guy.
I probably don't swear as much as Frank did, but yeah, no, he's great. He's a great mentor of mine, him and Bernie Schmidt.
Well, Mark, thank you so much for this and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. Appreciate it.